You're all doing well. We are here with Alive. I don't know. I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping and just getting a lot of weird energies and vibrations. And so just thought I'd get on and chat a little bit. We left off with Pisces for the Mercury retrograde reading, and I've actually been thinking about Capricorn. Yeah, been meditating actually. So, a lot of messages has been coming through, but it's awkward. I'm like in that in between, like, really should be going to bed right now, but then I'm like getting messages for Capricorn. So, yeah, let's clear around. And on top of that, it's just kind of weird. I just feeling weird energies. I don't know really what. It feels very, very retrograde right now. And so I thought I'd bounce it into the court here with you guys as well and see how you're feeling. The title, the sheer title, yeah, it says lice, and actually that is obviously a typo. It should say live, but just decided to keep it. And so yeah, classic Mercury retrograde. Maybe it's a sign, hey, double check. If you've got an important document here that you're pumping out and whatnot, just to remember, we are currently in pre-shadow retrograde, and we are going into retro officially on the 27th. So, likes chat. Yeah, right. Likes chat, Mercury Rex. T-Rex dinosaur with lice. Reading. And I think I look like Willy Wonka in the screenshot for this live. But anyways, yeah. I was just meditating, so I'll just start to kind of chat about what I was getting for Capricorn. I don't know if we're gonna go over to the desk right now. It's like 4 a.m. on the East Coast right now. But I just figured I'd get on, and I was getting messages for Capricorn, but I feel like I should just hold off on it. So maybe we'll just talk Astro instead for now and leave the reading to the reading. But yeah, let's clear the energy. I don't know what it is. I feel like stuff is getting real strange. It's almost like you can't even identify. It feels very Neptunian. It feels very Neptunian right now. I clicked on your screen name, Anne, and it says face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. It's funny. It literally described your emojis. Hey guys. Hey Fatima. Hey Love Star. Hey Elle. Hey Anne. So, it's just some weird ass times, you guys. I feel very retro. I know I'm repeating myself, but retros are really, really, it's like what you think it is. It's like, finding a message in the bottle vibe. I just also am getting that, this is my interpretation, it is also Venus and Scorpio, which is contributing, but I feel like I'm picking up on energy at a way higher level than I usually do. But there are factors to this space that don't quite add up. And this was very interesting given the reading for Pisces, and maybe this is a message that for the Mercury retrograde that we just did. It's a very interesting sort of enigmatic sort of abstractness to the beginning of the Mercury retrograde for Pisces, and everyone may find that there are messages in the Mercury retrograde Pisces reading. Everybody has Pisces, and when we're looking at matters of spirituality, everybody has a 12th house, and so everybody may resonate deeply with Pisces. I watch all signs, obviously, it's so silly, but I do. I watch all signs, and I look at my chart, and I see what relates to what. Now, let's clear it and ground. So, and Pisces is one of the highest viewed. It is a very spiritual energy. If you're somebody who has a lot of Pisces, you usually resonate quite a bit with those readings. Even, let's say, if you've got planets in the 12th, that would also count. Even Neptune conjunct the sun. So, let's go. Yeah, so now is kind of a weird time because partly as well, all planets associated with Pisces are retrograde. Let's clear it around. I feel like we're in between something. I'm getting, again, that weird ass energy. I don't know what is going on right now specifically. I'm sure we'll see it a few days out from today, but something is shifting in and out. And yeah, I do. That's the last service I offer, Elle. I read charts. But I don't know for how much longer I'm going to be doing this because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be phasing out private services entirely within the next few months. So, yeah, I just want to focus on the general channel and, except for maybe very select situations and maybe, you know, clients and such, but, let's clear it around, yeah. There are things that I'm just getting it like this, like, don't make sense right now. And that's okay. Yeah, it's like a confusing energy. Right. And right now specifically, I think it's also partly though the Mars in Libra with the Mercury in retro in Libra. This is so strange with Venus and being in Scorpio. Like, Scorpio and Libra are adjacent signs to one another. They have completely different agendas in a sense. They're not really on the same page, and like to have like Libra's ruler, which is ruling right now. Well, yeah, to have Libra's ruler in Scorpio, which is feeling very strange for Venus, kind of, and like Libra ruling right now two planets, personal planets at that, Mercury and Mars. These are some awkward times, guys. And it's gonna get, I think, weirder in this sense. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. When the sun goes into Libra as well. Yeah, it's like this, Truth Heart.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's this air energy vibe again. I'm feeling that once more. With the sun still being in Virgo, you know, it's getting stronger, getting ready to cycle out of that. That we're going to be heading into the full moon in Pisces. That's probably what we're also feeling. Well, maybe what I'm feeling here. It's a lot of waves simultaneous to one another. Yeah, I'm feeling ascension here. Feeling pressure in my ears as well. Let's clear it. So, the reasons can be so many, you know, and this is the time where we want to observe. We don't want to make decisions like, you know, for certain. And I think part of it is also feeling what others are going through. It's not even necessarily my personal perspective. It's like, I think, honestly, right now, I'm just feeling like the perspective of others to a significant degree. So, you know, the strange thing is that Mars and Mercury are both in Libra, which is supposed to be a very sort of like jovial energy, which is about social interaction and connecting to people, and then it's like, you know, the ruler again of Libra is in Scorpio, and right now yeah, that's a good way to put it, anxiousness. And then Scorpio is really intense. if you think about it, right? If in Scorpio is kind of like, it's not really about balance. So it's kind of this wonky, like, convo space that's going on with the planets. That's kind of just how I'm feeling it, how I'm seeing. I'm trying to understand, like, why this feels like such a strange period. So, um, I'm just getting that also it is obviously a transition time. Things are obviously very strange when things are in and out of place, but I'm also getting again that there is obviously storyline for a reason. And don't be afraid to see how things come up, how things come out. I just see a void. I see like a dark space we're not seeing as a collective, but there's a reason for that. It's not with fear, obviously. But it's just, yeah, it is not with fear. But it's something that is I don't know how to describe this. Yeah, I don't know how to describe this, but 444 there. Let's play around. Throat chakra, interesting, yeah. Well, that came through in the Pisces reading. Feel in pressure on the left side of the body. It's something. It's like something very particular. It's like if you were to walk into a room, right? I see it as like one part of the room almost doesn't exist. I don't know what that's alluding to. This is where I'm saying, guys, like, it's like an ungrounded energy. I'm feeling something ungrounded, but it's something very particular. Like, this is not random. Hope that mustache is. Let's clear the ground. Sick. Love and light. So, there are interesting. So tell me how you guys are doing in the chat. Could be, yeah, Callie, yeah. Yeah. It's like something. It could be a storm even. I just see like something big changing even. But it could also be a past life energy for sure. I'm seeing like candles here. Oh gosh. Let's clear the energy down the right side of the body. All the way down and all the way up and all the way down. Yeah. Right. Calm before a storm kind of vibe. Well, here's the thing. Scorpio is very stormy. It can be. It could be a very stormy-like energy. Whereas Libra is all about balance. Libra wants to keep the gondola afloat. Scorpio's like, hold on, I feel like there's something at the bottom of the ocean. I gotta like see what that's about. Scorpio takes a dive, and the gondola's going a little like this. Yeah, let's clear around. I don't know what, but I'm just seeing this as a vision, and I'm getting that as Venus gets stronger in Scorpio, things are gonna get the agendas of Mars in Libra, Mercury in Libra retrograde, and Venus in Scorpio, they're gonna get more polarized somewhat. Hello, Alicia. Wow, 14 minutes, 44 seconds. Let's clear it. It was 41 people in the room, 14 likes. Woo, very interesting. And you pointed out 44. So, every so often in the year, I got this sleepless energy. It's okay. I'm just getting it as something big. It's like a birthing energy. Let's clear around. So, anyways, guys. I just see something like empty, like a part of a room empty. I don't know what that's going to. Love and light. Maybe we're moving it through a portal as a collective. Well, yeah. But something particular. We're at, well, this makes sense. We're at the full moon in Pisces. This makes sense. Not that we need to make sense of it, but if we want to break it down astrologically, Pisces is the point of transcendence. This full moon, I think, is going to be pretty intense. In the sense of saying, like, I feel like it might become kind of like, I get like a reality check energy. We may see illusions real clearly. We may just start seeing things like in a whole new way. I'm hearing to reformat our reality, our perceived reality. Yeah, I see things shifting in and out of place. I think it's our perception. Yeah, it's almost like blocks. It's like Legos, like moving in and out of place, so called. Interesting, Mira. Scorpio's reckless. It can be. It could be kind of like rough. So it's gonna get interesting with this full moon in Pisces, co-water sign of Scorpio. It's just gonna get this is maybe what we were talking about earlier about the divisive energies. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like something is it's a something that is a void. Hold on. E-G-E-E. Let's clear ground. What is that? What are you talking about? It's something like that. Like maybe stuff we don't have an answer for. Yeah. Keep grounded. Like, what does that mean, Merlin? Because we were seeing this in the Aquarius reading, not to get worried, but I'm just seeing, like, stuff, like, unidentified. I don't know what that's about. Please. Please. Something is gonna be brought up, I feel. I feel it's gonna be brought up. It may be kind of like weird or surprising. it could be existentially interesting, e.g. E.g. says we feel what we are missing somehow. You know, maybe we are even coming out and like just talking more about it. You know, maybe this is a moment of honesty, but I just find this moment of Libra and Scorpio and Pisces, like they're all kind of singing so loudly at the same time, just like very particular. Very, very particular. Let's clear it. And Libra does rule also the law. It rules governments, it rules as well. It can be associated with that. Contracts, like, I don't know. I mean, we'll see, right? Just keep on like grounding. I don't see, it's not about, you guys, again, like for those of you like, oh my god, creepy. Don't worry. It's not like you're fine, but it's more about being grounded and aware of what is yours, because there could be a lot coming up. It is definitely a detox. Keep clearing energies that don't empower you. Thanks for donation. Thank you for tuning in, Nisha. That's great. That's great. Lala. Oh, yeah. Do we have a grand air trine going on now? I haven't had time to look at the transits really. But oh yeah, if we've got a grand air trine going on. Oh, on the 26th. So the thing that makes me feel weird about this particular series of planetary alignments is the fact that it's very strong air and very strong water. If we just reduce it down to like 2 elements, it's really air and water. So there are things we're feeling. This kind of goes back to what you were saying. E-G-E-E. Love and light to everyone here. It's kind of like that. What you're saying. It's really about what we may know but not say, and maybe it's kind of like a so-called like surreal moment that we have with our higher self. Like maybe we just kind of, yeah, it's like the veil gets like real thin kind of vibe. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like everything is kind of transparent. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like there's gonna be a lot that maybe even like comes out, like stuff that you didn't expect. Like, let's give an example. You might start seeing that people are saying stuff that they thought like all along, but they never said. This can be an example. Or maybe you finally find the words to describe what you've been feeling. I'm glad to hear this, Nisha. Let's clear it around. Let's clear it around. Definitely the past life energy as well coming up. Sometimes, yeah, when the veil, the so-called veil gets real so-called thin, we could be just like also we are moving in between dimensions, so sometimes it's hard to differentiate. I wonder what this alignment touches upon historically, because, you know, there's a lot. I feel like, but this might even just be the subconscious of the whole sort of unity consciousness moment we're having, you know? It's like purging, like, oh, I see it. Okay, I see it as kind of like a wave. It's almost like I'm seeing like all of the water in the ocean like joins at one point. Let's clear it around. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's as if like, but that doesn't make it not the ocean. I don't know how to explain this. It's like the ocean, it's like an accordion. Oh yeah, guys. I feel like we're going like this and then like this. But nothing's really changing. You guys see what I'm saying? So you guys also feel it? CSI Sincere says it feels so intense, something is shifting. It's like something not, how do I, okay, there's got to be a metaphor for this. It's not a linear change. It's not a linear change. It's like if you were trying to understand the change, like in terms of speed, I'm hearing that. It's not really. It's more definition. It's not about time and space. We're accelerating. We're definitely moving through a portal. Maybe this is like too much, you know, like abstract for viewers, but I don't know. Felt guided to come on and talk about this. So maybe it's just a message from spirit, like if you're feeling stuff here this week, you know, just kind of just keep, oh, Atlantis rising. Wow. It's like a song. It's like you get to a certain part in the song. The song doesn't change. It's just, it's like, okay, living in 3D is as if you live in fragments of the song slowed down. But the whole song is playing. It's like, you could speed the song up and it takes half a second to play the whole song. So, like, I'm kind of seeing it as we reach a climax. This full moon in Pisces is going to be huge for the collective. This is kind of, we can say, obvious, but for whatever reason, I'm just seeing it strongly now from this perspective. Like, it's not just like whoop-de-doos, like full moon in Pisces. It's clear around. Like, there's, yeah. So, you feel it's related to Atlantis, Alicia Rose? But it's as if we're not really aware of, like, if, whether or not the speed of the song changes, but we do feel it as a collective. So I think we're accelerating. We're increasing the vibration. That's what's going on. We're not really changing in form. We're just increasing the vibration. It's something like this. We're shape-shifting as a collective. That's kind of, yeah, that's how I'm seeing it. It's like a metamorphosis. Something of this nature. We must be moving. Yeah, that's right. It's exactly. We're moving into the 5th dimension. Yeah, that makes, yeah, Mira. I feel like we're getting pipetted. Like, it's weird. It's like we're in this, like, jealous, like gelatinous state. It's like we're being pipetted through like a little pipetter. And then we're getting like dropped off somewhere else, but like we don't really feel it, you guys, independently. Like, you know, when you take an ant on a leaf and you transport him, it's all relative. Like, you could transport that little ant, like, you know, 5 feet. It feels like crazy distance for that little ant, but he doesn't really understand it. They don't really understand it necessarily. Time doesn't exist where I'm at. Partly because I'm a Pisces. But yeah, so I think that's kind of what's going on, guys. It's like, feel kind of like a mouse in the cage vibe. It's like, I don't really know what's going on, but I feel like the cage is kind of moving, you know? They're like transporting us. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like a mobile home. Like, you live in the home, you live in the house, but like, you guys, like, the mobile home is moving. Anybody else understanding these metaphors? Aw, Al. It's clearing around. Peace be upon his soul. His ant soul. His little auntie soul. So, let's clear it around. Peace be upon his soul. That's something related to, it's Islamic, right? That's what they say. So, this could be something honestly coming up from, this can be on so many levels, right? We can call it a so-called war, a so-called division of energies, whatever it is. Okay, we're like, it's like a plasmic energy. It's kind of, it's interesting. I feel like spirit kind of like put us under the influence a little bit. I feel like we're all kind of like sleeping mice a little bit, but like something's happening. Do you guys know what I'm saying? It's clearing around. It's clearing around. Interesting. Plastic energy? What do you mean, Alicia? Can you describe more? Plasmic. Oh, plasmic, yeah. So, I feel like we're incubating with something. But you guys, this goes back to that conversation we were having a little while back. Yeah. This goes back to that convo. You guys remember when we were just like on the live chat and we're like, what if like, you know, let's say when let's say you're talking to your friend, but you don't talk to them for a long time. Then you talk to them again after a long time. It's like, were they always there? Were they always there? I don't know what. Alright, we'll take it as you will. This is existential Sagittarius moon vibes right now. If this convo is ungrounding for you, you know, don't worry, you can step out. But, I don't know. This is maybe a very particular message. Like, it means everything, I think. There's nothing that it can't mean. I think it's more what we say it doesn't mean. Process of elimination. There is something that we are aware of on some level, but we are in a way transporting ourselves. Oh, okay, I got it. We're having an out of body, out of soul, in body experience. Oh my god. You feel like you're sleepwalking. If there's something simulated, it's like a simulated vibe. It's like we're looking in on ourselves. But you guys, you guys, it's like we fell asleep, but then we're still awake. Oh my god, this is so weird. It's like a dream state. And right now, but we're always, right now, we're just sort of like, it's like Teletubbies. It's like a part of us is, I mean, I don't want to make it sound morbid, but like we can handle it. Venus and Scorpio right now. It's like a part of us is dying off. But like we're awake. We're ascending. We're kind of like shedding our layers. It's like we're moving up and out. So naturally, by way of that, stuff has to sort of shed. I don't know what it is about specifically for every single storyline. But it's like it's like we're falling asleep and then we're waking up. It's like we're going in, but then we're going out. It's like we're like exploding. I don't know what that's alluding to. What? We're expanding. Yeah. I'm hearing seismically. Seismologist. Honestly, it can be an astral earthquake. Not sure what this is about. There's some interaction. There's something like I see someone with like a pipette. It's like something, it's something being transported or something touching something. It's something more macro though. I'm feeling crazy activation in the right side of the crown chakra. We're not really we're not immediately aware of this. It's like when the ant is being transported on the leaf. I feel like we may have visitation. I'm just getting that. We maybe yeah. And so for those of you like, she's so strange. What a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I don't know. Love and light. I don't know what that is. Okay. What is an accent? But I don't know. Just take it as you will. Like, I'm just like saying it. Okay, we may have visitation, and this is reminding me of the reading. Let's clear it and ground. It may not be directly related to you. Okay, it may be more of a galactic experience, but we're just, for whatever reason, Spirit wants us to be made aware of this, that this is maybe taking place. But what I'm getting is that, yeah, and do you guys remember that reading? You guys remember that reading where it was about a year ago, I think, where someone, yeah, like there was like definitely a landing. I saw a very bright light, but this was about a year ago. Was it a year or 2 years? And either way, a very bright light, and I'm seeing someone approaching, like light, lot of light, and then it was like, and then some people, they would fall asleep. They fell asleep in the presence of this light, and then some people, they would become more virile. And they would be attracted to it. So I'm kind of reminded of that here. Let's clear and ground. That might be the the feeling of disconnection that we were talking about earlier. But I just will never forget that reading. It was like mice who were like put to sleep from like laughing gas or something. Like they were just like, you know? And then some people would like activate more and they would be drawn to this like light. It was insanely intense. That reading I'll never forget. So let's clear around. I'm just getting that. You know, there might be a landing, you guys, and people may be. I don't want to like freak some people out. Like, again, if you're feeling a little ungrounded here in this video, feel free to check out. But like, I'm just getting this as like maybe a heads up. There may be some interference. Somebody said that in the chat earlier. Let's clear around. Do you remember what reading? I think it was a Pisces reading. There might be, yeah, well, okay. Yeah, but, all right. I just get the feeling that this is not going to be a unanimous experience for whatever reason. You have the answer to how you work out in this space. I'm not sure what that's about for everybody, but yeah, but I'm getting that, how cool K-Mac, greetings. You know how you relate to the space for yourself. And what I'm getting here is that you need to follow the signs. You need to follow your intuition and you need to be cognizant of what your story is. I kind of see like people moving in two directions here. I'm seeing it so clearly. Now, okay, I'm seeing a really big herd of people. My right pointer finger feels like electric right now. I see a huge group of people. They're all sifting. We're getting sifted in some way. I don't know exactly, take it as you will, but we're getting sifted, but it's not something that necessarily we're doing in relation to one another. It's a decision we make for ourselves and we're moving in our different directions. It's like, imagine people are like magnets. We're getting polarized. That's what I'm seeing. We're getting kind of like drawn to different parts of, I'm hearing also the universe. So I don't take it as you will. But let's clear it. We know where we need to go. I'm hearing that as well. We know what our path is. This is a super abstract message. You got to be grounded in watching this, of course. And this is a general video. This is a video for entertainment purposes only. But what I'm seeing here is that we are getting distracted to our mission. I'm hearing that. So, and what I'm kind of getting here is that your guides are definitely trying to, well, you are your guides as well. But I'm seeing that they will talk to you through colors. They will talk to you through shapes. They will talk to you through sensation. They'll talk to you through, it's something about geometry. So it's reminding me of that movie, what is the name? With Matthew McConaughey. Interstellar. Remember when she's working with the lights? 7 here. You remember when she's working for the lights? I'm hearing like the bell at school goes off, like ee, and everyone's shuffling. But it's something sacred. That's what I'm hearing as well. I do think this is also a past life energy, but you guys remember in that movie Interstellar? Where she's looking at the numbers, binary. It's clearing around. Very kind. See you too. 01. I don't know. That's only 2, but I'm just seeing it. There's something going backwards. It's like we're sort of, well, we're going in an orbit. I'm also seeing that. I'm seeing something that moves orbitally, but then it also moves in other directions at the same time. So it's just kind of like, it kind of just, I'm hearing it just expands. It's not really something, again, like that we understand, kind of like what you're saying, Leisha. It's clear around. So there's something we're being drawn to though, and I'm just getting that as like, I'm seeing shapes, like I'm seeing, I'm hearing 40, four C's, the 4 C's, forces, 4 C's. 4 C's. No, but like you guys, it's like this. Your guides will, I feel like we're getting ready for a vacation, but it's almost like a journey. It's kind of like an adventure. It's like you got to look up for the signs, but only you know what signs are your signs. Everybody's going to have signs. Something like this. Sometimes we feel like, what if those games, like the scavenger hunt, like everyone's trying to find their thing, but everybody's got their pirate's booty. Everybody's got their gold. You're on vacation right now. On Earth. Love Star's like, shit, my luggage is empty. I didn't know. Didn't bring anything with me but my soul. Aw, we all come here naked, don't we? Let's clear around. Somewhat. Somehow. With someone to call our own. You do music, Love Star? Let's take something related to music with you. Let's clear it around. I feel like we're also being asked to lighten our so-called load. It's a wonderful time to release the figments of the vision space. And so what I'm getting here is that there was something here that I was picking up on. Yeah. It's kind of like everyone's on their scavenger hunt, but it's not like one person finds the gold. Everyone has their story. I'm also hearing that. So we all move like, but we move based on where we meet ourselves. I'm hearing that as well. So we're like being asked to be really authentic at this time. It's kind of like a test. But I'm seeing it based on the heart chakra. I see it as like a bungee cord. We may also be meeting up with soulmates, past life soulmates. Absolutely. You know? I'm seeing this. We're being drawn. And it may be sort of a foreshadowing, like where we sort of, I see us also planting seeds here, or at least observing where we would like to project our vision into the next stages. And what I'm getting is that it's almost like going to be sort of happening in layers and stages. So what we see come of this experience of where we ultimately lead ourselves, I'm seeing someone being pulled by the heart chakra. There's something that then we see based on that, for something that develops. I see it as almost like kind of like a moment of a dream. Like then we wake up and we're like, wow. Like, so that's where we're gonna go. It's kind of like, let's clear it. It's like the universe is getting a tarot reading right now done. Kind of vibe. But it takes time for it to manifest, if that makes sense. Let's clear around. So it's interesting. We're testing our limits. I'm hearing that as well. As a generation, I'm seeing this. It's like I'm seeing the earth is being tested on like a scale of some kind. It's not even, it's it's as a collective. It's like rehearsal vibe. That's what I'm feeling. So I feel that this is going to be something we end up seeing. We may not fully lead it out yet. I'm hearing Jamalia. I don't know what that's linked to. Maybe we're being I'm hearing remastered, readministered, reconnected with certain even bits of information. Let's clear it. Like code. Yeah, it feels like a test. Like Spirit wants to just test it out. I'm seeing like a baby on a scale, you know? It's like, let's just check them out, you know? Let's see, like, let's clear them. So, I see it as a test run, though. I'm getting that. So it's not necessarily something that is like, I don't want it to seem like fatalistic in the way we're describing this, but it's more something of a dance. It's something of a checkpoint. But isn't it always? When is anything absolute, infinite? The so-called explosion, right? It's kind of all happening, and it's happening silently. I'm hearing that as well. Interesting. It's all parts of the so-called explosion are happening at the same so-called time. Take it as you will. There's something we're creating, but we don't see it yet, but we feel it. Oh. As a collective. Interesting. It's like we're germinating. I'm also seeing that. I'm seeing something being taken from some place and being transported somewhere else, like cross-pollination, but in the universe. Take it as you will. Oh, Alicia. Tell us more. Campfire vibes. I'm seeing 7/7 on the clock here now. I'm seeing a baby on a scale again. It's kind of like a theory. It's like something is gonna be released. It's like something is gonna be tested. But it's kind of like it's a placebo. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. It's something sacred, yeah, for sure. It's something simple. It's the light body. You may be meeting with like ascended masters. I'm hearing this for some. You might be meeting with your ancestors. I'm hearing that for some. So yeah, your guides want you to know, like, if at any time these energies are a little too intense, you just ground. You gotta ground. So. Oh wow, Lala, yep. Right then you say, if you don't prepare around, yeah. Let's clear them. So that's kind of like, yeah, and maybe that's this whole warning thing. Like, I've been trying to warn, like, people, like, hey, you need to, like, be aware, keep focused and grounded. I feel like a lot of people are not going to see this though. Like, I see this as like a really big wave. We're in line to test our limits, our capacity as a human biome. I don't know what that's about. Let's clear the energy. This is a general message. This is a general video, but I'm seeing it as like a physical aptitude test. It's like in PE. You guys remember? Sorry, I'm getting really intense. We're obviously channeling here as well. But you guys remember? Like, I feel like everyone's doing it, but we don't really know really what is going on. Like, we're all being tested, kind of like we're going in, but like some people don't see that some people are not passing. I'm also seeing that. I don't know. We're not talking about it. Maybe we're just not talking about it. But then something is clear. Something is obvious. I feel like some people are going to be portaled. They're going to be portaled. We may have walk-ins. That could be what this is. Take it as you will. I'm hearing Tarjan. Are we gonna get shuttled off? Are we going back to the Pleiades? Let's clear the ground. Spirit, hold on. What's this vacation you're signing us up for? My eyelid almost inverted. You guys, let's clear the ground. Guys. I'm hearing Barneys. We're kind of like maybe calling out like what may come. That's what it is. The walk-ins. You guys, hold on. The zombie feeling earlier. You guys, so... Oh... But I feel you guys on the down low, like... I don't know why I'm getting this vibe. I will need some of you to cross-check this, because I am... yeah, I gotta make sure, because this is obviously a starseed space, and like, you should obviously not just... You gotta be super grounded, because we got all kind of entities, and you just gotta be really grounded, and yeah, so, like, don't take the candy from strangers vibe, you know? Let's clear it around, but, like, I am getting this message here that for some, it's like as if there's a play going on, and okay, how do I describe this? I see something distracting. And I see something like a lot of people, it's like something chaotic. And it can be existentially like a metaphor. But then I'm seeing an army of people coming in. But like there's something in the eye contact. Like I see they're wearing like they look like Vikings kind of. I don't know, this could be a passive energy, but like I see Vikings. I see people in like long like garb. I'm hearing on Arn, I don't know. Anu, Arnold, on it. Okay, anyways, moving on, and then I'm seeing like, it's like, they are on something. I don't know. Let's just like continue flowing with the metaphor here, and so let's clear it around, but then it's like, I'm hearing RN2. That's what I'm hearing. RN2. Then I'm seeing, like, they're making eye contact. It's like you're observing. Let's clear it. You're observing these soldiers. I'm hearing bright night. bright light. They're I see kind of like a swords fighting energy. It can be on the astral plane as well, or yeah, when we're interacting with people, there's a lot more that's going on, right? So it can be more like on 5D planes or beyond, that we're kind of like operating this space. Light nights, kind of. And so I'm seeing like you're observing this kind of like a movie, but then I kind of see it's a glitch. That's what it is. Okay. It is a glitch in the so-called Matrix. It's like when a character in the movie winks at you as the observer, as the audience member. You guys see what I'm saying? And it's just a very particular moment. It's like, hey, like, kind of like checking you. Right. So, you see what I'm saying? It's like very, very, very interesting what is possibly taken. So I'm kind of getting it as like then you kind of like it's like wait, it's like multiple movies playing at the same time almost. It's okay. Right? So it's kind of like you got to choose which one you're watching. Oh, whoa. Oh, man. You guys. I feel like we're going through like these like like the galaxy roller coasters. Whoa, bro. Woman. Bro, in this gender we don't have in this dimension we don't have gender. Pleiadiot. You're watching it right now. You're watching Lord of the Rings right now. Let's clear around. Whoa, guys. So, wow. Wild. I've never seen Star Wars, you guys. Can you believe it? I've never seen The Matrix, technically. I've never seen Star Wars. Barney! Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Barney, like, I love you, you love me, we're all healthy, blah, blah, blah. No, I wasn't offended, e.g. No, just joking, just joking. It's a good old Pleiadian joke. It's glaring around. It's something like Teletubbies. It's something like, something, let's clear it. It's something like this. Something Barney, something Teletubbies. Let's clear around. I'm not sure. So let's clear it, and so, but that's where you gotta be aware of what your direction feels like when it's right for you. It's not so much a knowingness as much as it is a feeling. And that's where it's the subtle wink from the main character, okay, glitch in the Matrix moment, where then everyone else at that point in time in the audience happened to close their eye and not catch it. I don't know how to describe this exactly. Yeah, if you're feeling ungrounded, take a step back, no problem. Just clear it and ground. But there's something like... So I feel we're gonna be releasing something. This is obvious, right? But I just get it as like we're gonna be clearing something out. We're getting rid of the lice. We're getting rid of the lice. Oh man. We're gonna be clearing something out. It's kind of like but we have to kind of decide on it as a collective, but we take our decisions independently. I'm also saying that. It's like we're privately voting on the next reality. TV show Earth. You guys still here? And then it's really like what I'm feeling. It's like we're all voting, but you know when you go in the poll booth and you're just personally voting privately or whatever? That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like we all know we're doing that, but we're not really talking about it. But we're all doing that. We're all voting on something here right now. Let's clear it around. But then that will add up as an aggregate decision as a universal collective. It's kind of like we're not really being made aware though that we're voting kind of vibe, which is hence the test. Hence, if you knew that it was a test, you know, it's more about how are you going to follow your intuition. Wow, Sage. It's like, whoa, my crown chakra right now, you guys. It's like kind of like we're all hypnotized. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. We're being asked the silent truth. We are being tested on our morals. I'm hearing that as well. It's not to be feared. It's more about reflection. It's like spirit wants to know the truth. It's like we're all being hooked up to a little lie detector, spiritually, energetically. It's like maybe spirit's like, hey, you guys ready for this? You ready for this shift? It's like they're asking us, they're numbing us for something. That's how I'm feeling. Oh my god, I don't know. Let's clear around. It's like they're kind of asking us indirectly. Again, if this is too intense, you feel free to check out and ground. But you guys, it's something like that. It's like they're asking us like while we're asleep, hey, psst, psst. It's like a hypnosis. Oh man. Well, yeah. Oh, whoa. Interesting. It's like we're all like but spirit's all like and we're talking. You know, it's like interesting because we can say we're awake, whoop-de-doo, but like we may be way more awake at other times. It's like a Furby. It's like we're all little Furbies. Like spirit turns us on and off when it needs to kind of vibe. But then it's like frequency. So it turns down like certain receivers on certain people, but then I don't want to call it people, but you know, on certain talk shows, I'm hearing that as well, but then it turns it up on others, hence the winking that only some people catch. Glitch in the matrix. So certain things are meant to resonate with certain people at certain times. Other things are not meant to resonate. Let's clear it. Whoa. Feeling activation, heat in the crown chakra. It's like a rod. It's cleared and ground. It's like furbies. But the furbies, it's like sometimes they become more active. It's like they become more active in the night kind of vibe. Or like they become more quiet during other times. You guys look like even actually like a grid of light. How many of you had a Furby? Those things, they wake up. Okay, and I know for sure some people are just gonna tune in and be like, oh my god, she's obviously so strange. What a conspiracy theorist. Whatever. Love and light. You ever owned a Furby? You guys remember those things? There's something to them. They would wake up in the middle of the night, butt crack of nighttime, and they would just like sometimes like they would just ask for random stuff like me won't go, and like their their eyes would be, their eyelashes their eyelashes. Whoa, see, I'm seeing like a they definitely got sold on some stuff at Sephora, let's just be honest. Furby eyelash game is on fleek. Those guys, doesn't matter gender. Slapping up. Open and close. Like, no, I just remember it. So. But yeah, what is it called? Like, they would wake up. I remember I had this Furby. He would just wake up in the middle of the night. And yeah, and then he would just like say random stuff like, me want go, me hungry, and then you would have to like go over. I think his batteries were dying though on him. Take it as you will. And like I dip my finger in his mouth, like to simulate that like he's like eating, you know? That's kind of what's going on. I feel like we're all Gerber vibes right now. But some people, and that's where everyone's gonna have a different experience right now, and maybe that's where we gotta have more compassion for people's experiences and their personal journeys. Like some people, their batteries be dying on them, you know. They think it's like, I remember that night, like that Furby thought he was hungry. It was like 2 a.m. You know, he really wanted to go to sleep, but he didn't know where he was at in his life. Let's clear it around. Some people are, you know, also more in tune. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear around. Like some people are more aware of where they're at. Maybe they're more intuitive. That's not to say that, yeah. But for some, we're observing people experience their self-reflection. That's one of the only ways that's how I'm seeing it. Let's clear around. That's how I'm seeing it. Like we're kind of looking at people in themselves. Ooh, interesting. But that's kind of, there are many factors. Hello, Jeremy Jones. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Aw, thanks for your donation. Love and light. So, but it's more like maybe some people are going to be shuttled off. Yeah. They're going to be temporarily, like, shuttled off. This is going to get real weird. Like, let's clear it. Hell yeah, Neptune's still retro. You know how weird it would be if it weren't? I'm seeing, like, people getting shuttled off. Like, they'll still be who they are. I don't know. This might be a little too much, but I'm seeing it. I'm gonna say it. Some people will be getting shuttled off, you guys. They're gonna be shuttled off, and it's like they're gonna be taken to another, like, museum. I don't know what that's about. But they're gonna be shuttled off. And they're gonna be, but I see them as still kind of like, it's like their caricature will still be there. Aww. Like, I'm seeing their Furby will still be there, but, like, you know. But their vibe, we're being updated. Exactly. It's clearing around. It's not something sad. I don't really see it as, what is sad? It's all vibration. You know? I see it, exactly. I see it as temporary. Like, I'm actually seeing people being, like it's kind of like pipetting. Let's clear it around. they're being pipetted off. It's like they're kind of like they're like dormant mice kind of vibe. They're just being like transported. It's like in the meantime, like caricature like Furby, you know, will still be there, but like they're gonna be like taken, you know, to the Astral hospital. Aww, so cute. So, you know, maybe this is just a message from Spirit that maybe some people may not be acting all right as you may expect it. You know, don't fear. I thought that said drones. Droves. Yeah, I see like they're gonna be like, you know, cared for in another facility kind of vibe. Furby IB. Loving light. Yeah. It's like they got a Genius Bar appointment, guys. With Astral doctors. Love and light. I'm just seeing it. It's like when, like, Chuck E. Cheese, like, you know, his character needs to expire for a minute. But he's gonna spring back into step. You just watch him. He just needs some time. You know what I mean? Let's clear it. So... But I don't see it as, like, as a disappearance, like, literally maybe, but, like, honestly, it is reminding me of that whole convo, like, you know, again, like, when you haven't talked to somebody, let's say you don't, like, for example, like, you don't talk to someone for, like, 3 months. That's a long time, but, like, okay, relatively, what is time? But let's just say, like, you don't talk to someone for, like, 3 weeks, okay? Then, like, you call them up, you're like, yo, bro, what's up? I haven't talked to you for, like, forever. What is talking, by the way, right? We're always talking on some hypergate, you know, conversation level, but, and then it's like you're wondering, wait a second, where have you been? You know? Wait, like, where have you been? Like, in my reality, it's like kind of interesting. Let's clear it. How many of you are vibing with this concept? Can you hit the like? I'm curious. How many of you feel like weird? How many of you feel like, bro, like, I've been like waiting for someone to just like call it out? It's cleared around. So it's like, I feel like sometimes we actively talk to people on like more of a certain dimension rather than others. Then I feel like we talk more so to others on other dimensions. Let's clear it. Possibly. Hey, Blue Grape. What's up, Blue Grape? Oh, man. At all times of the day? What's the time zone? So... But yeah. So, this is quite exciting. I'm going to add another moderator. Just because this is kook. But yeah, like, honestly... Interesting, Nisha. Yeah, so... Follow your intuition. Like, you know, you gotta just... Because, honestly, it's kind of like a... It's something is, like, false. It's like a false reality, but it's not set up for you. So I feel like, yeah, and I feel like people will make, I just see moments of eye contact where you make eye contact with a certain experience even, and it's like you have an absolute epiphany. An absolute epiphany when it comes to how you want to call out your story. So, let's clear it around. I just made you a mod, Alicia Rose. If anybody feels uncomfortable with being a moderator, you just let me know. You know, we've got some moments coming, you guys. But it doesn't have to be anything in particular. Aw, thank you, Queen Me, for your donation. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comment. Like walkie-talkies, Brett. Bro, yeah, that's exactly, that's right. Hey, Becca. Yeah, totally, Becca. Let's clear it and ground. Totally. It says first quarter video was so spot on, was so on point for me, and what you're saying now is insane. The problems of shady at work and all. Yeah, but you know what's interesting? Pisces Sun, Cap Rising, Scorpio Moon, Pisces Mercury, Venus and Jupiter. Yeah. Yep. And I think everything is so intentional. Like there is a reason for like everything. Like even the shady frequencies. Like it's all for a reason. And I feel like even the so-called like the like dark frequencies, they'll like wink at light workers. I don't know what that's about. Again, feel free to cross-check me. See what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to be zigzagging, like, through, you know? But anyways, you guys, so just keep focused. Keep looking up and out and ahead. Because we're gonna be getting, it's not real, you guys. This shit is just not real. It's simulated. It's simulated. So that's where, like, the universe is trying to say, also, like, Pleiadian message here, do not buy into the fear. And negative frequencies, negate it. Look at it as anti. Look at it as opposing. Look at it as dyslexic. Look at it as dyslexia. Whatever is negative, dyslexia, that shit out. And that is the message from the Pleiades to you really strongly. Is that everything that is not in alignment is automatically interacting with the intercepted value to that storyline. Wow. So this doesn't apply to you, I feel. Whatever is a matter of the fear space, it doesn't apply to you. So, you guys, I think that we hit a lot of ground here. Let's clear it and ground. And, you'll know. It's probably, yeah. Well, when truth does come forth. Yeah. So, when truth comes forth, love and light to you guys. Stay true to your inborn frequency. That is the ultimate message. You know? So, for example, like, Pumpkinhead 333 says, we will defeat the trolls. So, look, I mean, it's that we never were trolls. The illusion is that we can change, you guys. We are fucking stem cells, you guys. It's like the doctor winking at us. Like, hey, we're just doing surgery on this part of the body right now. We are here. But we gotta swap out the diseased parts of the body. We gotta clear. We gotta clear. And it's part of it. So honestly, a lot of these frequencies can just be like kind of oozing out, you know? And maybe spirit's like, look, they're warning us. Like, it's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. So, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with anyone, really. It's about the consciousness. So, you guys are awesome. Love and light to you. Love and